A secured credit card and an unsecured credit card can look almost identical at checkout, but the approval process and financial structure are different. Understanding that difference can prevent a beginner from confusing a security deposit with a prepaid balance. An unsecured credit card is the traditional type. The issuer approves a credit limit based on factors such as income, existing obligations, credit history, and its underwriting standards. The cardholder does not normally provide a cash deposit equal to the limit. The issuer is extending credit based primarily on the expectation that the balance will be repaid. A secured credit card usually requires a refundable security deposit. The deposit protects the issuer if the account is not repaid. If you deposit $500, the issuer may provide a $500 credit limit, although the limit and deposit relationship varies by product. The account is still a credit card, not a prepaid card. That distinction is critical. With a prepaid card, you load money and spend the money you loaded. With a secured credit card, the deposit normally remains with the issuer while you borrow against the credit line. You receive a monthly statement and must pay at least the minimum by the due date. The issuer does not automatically use the deposit to satisfy the monthly bill. Secured cards can help someone establish or rebuild a credit history when the issuer reports account activity to the nationwide credit reporting companies. Reporting is not guaranteed for every product, so confirm it before applying. An account that does not report positive payment activity may provide little credit building value. The most important terms are not limited to the deposit. Review the annual fee, APR, late payment terms, foreign transaction fee, cash advance fee, application fee, and any maintenance charges. A secured card marketed to consumers with damaged credit can still be expensive. A low deposit does not compensate for excessive recurring fees. The refund policy also matters. The deposit may be returned when the account is closed in good standing and the balance is paid, or when the issuer upgrades the account to an unsecured card. Refund timing varies, and unpaid balances or fees may be deducted. Read the agreement rather than assuming the deposit will be returned immediately. Graduation is the process of moving from a secured account to an unsecured account. Some issuers periodically review payment history and may return the deposit while keeping the account open. Others require the customer to apply for a different product, and some do not offer graduation. A card with a clear review process can be more convenient, but graduation is not guaranteed. Consider a practical example. You open a secured card with a $500 deposit and charge $50 of groceries each month. You pay the full statement balance by the due date. The issuer reports the account as paid as agreed, and your utilization remains relatively low. Over time, that pattern can contribute to a stronger credit profile. The credit benefit comes from the reported account management, not from leaving the $50 unpaid. An unsecured card may provide a higher limit, better rewards, or fewer fees, but approval standards can be stricter. A beginner should not apply repeatedly until one issuer says yes. Multiple hard inquiries and newly opened accounts can affect a credit profile. Pre-qualification may help estimate eligibility when it uses a soft inquiry, but it is not a final approval. Secured cards also carry behavioral risks. A low limit can produce high utilization quickly. Spending $400 on a $500 limit means 80% utilization, even if $400 fits your budget. Making an early payment before the statement closes may reduce the reported balance, but the exact reporting date depends on the issuer. When comparing products, ask 6 questions. Does the issuer report to all 3 nationwide bureaus? What is the total first-year cost? Is the deposit refundable? How can the account graduate? Does the card offer a grace period on purchases? What happens to the deposit if the account closes with a balance? A secured card is not automatically inferior. It is a risk management structure that can make credit available to someone with limited history or past problems. The goal is to use it as a controlled borrowing tool, establish reliable payment history, and move to a lower cost product when appropriate. The main takeaway is that the deposit secures the issuer. It does not replace your monthly payment. Whether a card is secured or unsecured, the same habits matter. Spend within a budget, pay on time, control utilization, and avoid interest when possible. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.